But if you purchase boric acid, remember that you can die.
Calling the Texas Poison Control Network. If you are a healthcare professional, please press 1.
Quinn C.J, yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Quinn C.J. I'm a registered nurse and I am your YouTube women's health coach. I make videos every week about women's reproductive health, and I would love for you to join the community by clicking that subscribe button under the video. Not too long ago, I made a video about my experience using boric acid suppositories. It was a very detailed video. I took you with me day by day as I used it. I checked in with you and I told you how I felt about it. And if you haven't seen that video, you might want to start there. So I'm going to link it right here. You can just click that and it'll take you to that video, or you can just stay where you are with me right now and watch this one and go check that one out later on. So let me first say a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I cannot prescribe you things. I am a registered nurse, but I am just giving you my personal experience. So boric acid suppositories have been around for quite a while. I think they're just now kind of getting a lot of buzz going on about them because there are a lot of people that are actually finding a whole lot of success in using it to treat things such as yeast infections, vaginosis, BV, and even when you just have a little, imbalance going on down there. It is an antiviral and an antifungal that is cost effective. You can get a whole bottle for under $10 off of Amazon. That's where I got mine from. And also it has been helping a lot of women who have not found success using over-the-counter medications or even prescription antifungals when it comes to treating their medical conditions such as the, yeast and the BV and the vaginosis and stuff. So I'm gonna say that first because I know that it does help people. So if you are like me, you have already heard of boric acid suppositories, and when you heard about it, putting it in your vajayjay was nowhere in the equation. Boric acid can be found in Walmart, Dollar General, Family Dollar, over there with the insect killer, because it is an insect killer. People use it for ants and for roaches and all kinds of little critters, because it is a useful insecticide. Now don't go over there looking for it, because that is not the one that we want to be using for our private areas, ladies. But it is essentially the same substance repackaged, and some tweaks have been made to it, and it's now in a pill form. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like. Hold on. Okay, so this is my bottle. I actually picked this up from Amazon when I was trying it out. I don't know all the brands, but this one is a Feminiva boric acid 600 milligram capsule. It's 30 of these in this bottle, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It looks like a regular capsule, like a regular, like if you take a pill, a capsule, Tylenol or something like that. Can you see that? That's what it looks like. Just like a, I thought I dropped it. Just like a regular pill. But anyway, what you're not gonna do, what you better not do, is ingest this orally. This is strictly for inserting into the vajayjay. What happens is it dissolves. You put it in overnight, it dissolves, and then it does its work while you're sleeping at night. The directions on this bottle are very small, number one, and I ain't got my glasses on, but oh my. Wow. Okay, insert 1 boric acid suppository into the vag, preferably at bedtime, for 7 consecutive days. And if your symptoms persist, you may go ahead and repeat another 7 days. So those directions are pretty standard for all kinds of boric acid capsules, suppositories. They also call them boric acid capsules. Okay, so I had a really hard time finding this. Actually, I didn't find it anywhere at my local pharmacy. I even went to the natural stores. I could not find it. Amazon was the only place that I could find it, and that might be a good thing. I don't know. But if you're interested in buying it, then you have to try it at Amazon. Now, or you have to, well, I couldn't find anywhere else. I'll say that. Now you probably say, okay, you say if we tried, you just said it was deadly. Why would we try it? Because you definitely need to know the risk in using it. But like I said earlier, it is effective for people who have had resistance to everything else. I'll say that. And I can't discount or discredit that. Too many women are saying that it helps them when nothing else does. Now let's go ahead and get into boric acid suppositories side effects. So like I told you, you insert one of the capsules into the vag at night before you go to bed, and it, you know, it lives in there and dissolves until the next morning, and you're going to repeat that for 7 days. The directions say you can even repeat it for another 7 days if you don't get the results that you are looking for. Now, some of the side effects of using it would be vaginal discharge from the vagina, redness, burning. Burning is kind of, that's what I thought. I mean, it's called acid. It's boric acid. Even the boric don't, it sounds like it's gonna burn, right? Fever, worsening of your symptoms. So that means, like, if you're already having a discharge, if the discharge just gets worse, that's a side effect of using it. Or if your symptoms go away but then come right back, they consider that to be a side effect as well. If you have wounds, scrapes, cuts, abrasions, any of that going on inside of your vajayjay, then you do not want to use this, because you do not want it going into your bloodstream. If you are pregnant, yes, I said pregnant. If you are pregnant, you do not want to use this, because you do not want it going to your baby. You should not use this medication if you have pain or tenderness in your pelvis or lower stomach, fever, chills, nausea, if you're having vaginal bleeding, if you have pelvic inflammatory disease, if you have an active sexually transmitted disease, high blood pressure, heart disease, a weak immune system, a blood vessel disorder, or if you are pregnant and or breastfeeding. It's also not approved for anyone under the age of 12 years old. Now, personally, I wouldn't even give it to a 13-year-old, okay? Even though I'm reading here and it says 12, you know, no. I mean, you need to be an adult if you use this, for the simple fact of the toxic risk that it has. You do not want to take this orally. If you ingest this orally, it can be toxic to the body. So I in no way want to misinform y'all. You know, I want to give you the right information all the time. So we are going to actually call Poison Control and see what they have to say about boric acid suppositories.
Calling the Texas Poison Control Network. If you are a healthcare professional, please press 1. Otherwise, to speak to the next available specialist and point.
I pressed 1.
North Texas Poison Center, my name is RN. How can I help you?
Hi, I have a question about boric acid suppositories. Can you give me some information on those? Because I've been told that if you ingest them, that they're deadly. Is that true?
No, I wouldn't expect it to be deadly. I mean, of course, all poisoning has to do with the amount of dosage that you take.
Okay.
But people have ingested these before. Did someone ingest one, or?
No, I was just wondering, because it's new to me, boric acid suppositories, and I just, you know, after I read that, I was like, well, I'll go ahead and call Poison Control and see what they say about it.
No, is this for vaginal use?
Right, for like a yeast infection.
Okay. Yep. So, yeah, if you ingest these, just for a little bit of, you know, for your information, you know, it may cause some GI irritation. You may get some nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. This may be blue or greenish in color. You know, and if you get enough of this, a lot of that nausea, vomiting, diarrhea can cause dehydration and some other issues. You know, if you take enough of anything, you get sick from it. So,
okay.
If you take one on accident, it's not going to be a huge deal.
Okay.
If you take a lot, then it could be an issue, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Any other questions for me?
Yeah, no, that was it. So if I take one, what do I need? Do I just drink a lot of fluids, or what I need to do?
Yeah, I mean, if you swallowed one, no one swallowed one, though.
No, no one swallowed one. I'm just wondering.
Okay. Yeah, you would drink fluids at home. Make sure you stay hydrated. If you have a lot of prolonged nausea, vomiting, diarrhea that lasts over 24 hours, you think you're getting dehydrated, go in and see the doctor, get checked out, because he may need to give you something if you're getting dehydrated. But other than that, shouldn't be a huge issue.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And the diarrhea, that all can be discolored. It can be like blue-green, so don't freak out about that.